Hey guys, this is Bill, Holy Virus the Blind Warrior Gamer, and today we are going to be doing a bit of a classic, as this game has been modified and made accessible for the blind. We're going to play some Doom.
Menu, dismiss, main menu.
So this game was put out by a group of people, one of the guys known as Legally Sighted. They call it Toby Doom. They're on version 8 of this modification using the GZDoom launcher. Please be aware that if you want to play this game, you will have to own your own Doom WAD files, which can be obtained through Steam, GOG, or other various sources without DRM. This is compatible to Doom 1, Doom 2, Heretic, and Hexen. I have not tried this with TNT or Plutonia, known as Final Doom or the Doom Master levels. But I do know that it works fairly well with Doom 1, as that's what I've been practicing and kind of running through on here a little bit. And we're going to just go through some of the core functions of the add-on and show how it works. So once you're in the menu, you use your arrows to navigate the menu going up and down.
Options.
And it
Load
reads
game.
to you
Save game.
each of the menu
this.
types. Now,
Quit game.
as you can see, I'm going through it slowly.
New game.
And there's a reason for that. If I were to just jump through the menu quickly,
Load quit game.
it gets garbled. I think some of this is because each item being read is done through a pre-recorded WAV or PCM file that's implemented directly into the add-on. And so you cannot adjust the speed of the speech because it's a recording of one of the developers who made this. Also, it is, it's got to go through its pre-rendered play. And because of the number of sound channels that you can do, up to 256 for this game, the sounds overlap for the voices. So that can become an issue if you're trying to skip through the menus quickly when navigating each of these menus. So be mindful to go through them slowly, because it doesn't cut it off to move to the next voice. It just adds it into the sound channel and then plays them simultaneously until completion.
Quit reload game. Options. New game.
So we're going to go into a new game.
Which episode?
And I'm going to pick the first episode, which by default, it's always on Knee Deep in the Dead.
Choose your difficulty.
And because I'm a glutton for punishment,
Ultra
I'm going Ultra Violence. Now,
Hanger.
we're going to go through, and as you can see, it gives you the name of the level. Level 1 is the Hanger. And we're going to go through some of the core movement functions and different commands within the keyboard that you're going to need to be able to play the game. So, you can play the game to move forward, up, backwards, down, turn left, turn right, right. You can also use ASDW to do the same movements. If you want to sidestep left or right, you have to hold Alt and then use the left and right arrow, or A and D. Now, there are some other functions that are voice dictated that let you know what's going on. So if I wanted the compass direction of where I am facing, I would press Q.
North.
Gives me my compass direction. If I want to turn 45 degrees in a direction, 45 degrees left is E.
Northwest.
45 degrees right is R.
North.
And it resets, based on that angle. Some additional buttons to be aware of that are not necessary for the game.
Crouch.
C is to crouch.
Stand.
And that's part of the GZDoom launcher. It gives you additional graphics and features and whatnot if you had eyesight to play visually, which I do not. Now, if I want to know what's around me, I press the V button. That's for the field of view.
On your left, medium distance,
It's going
mini
to go ahead
tech
and give
lamp.
some information
In front
about
of you,
objects
medium
around,
distance,
dead
armor
bodies,
bonus,
monsters,
jizz corpse,
lights,
marine
lamps,
corpse.
health packs, ammo, whatever's on the ground, it will dictate that out to me and give me a general direction of what's where. If I press the B button,
Pistol, 50 bullets.
tells me which gun I am equipped with and how many bullets I have available for that weapon.
Health, 100%.
Gives me my health. N is for your inventory, but the inventory is only available in Heretic and Hexen. It is not something that is in Doom 1, 2, TNT, or Plutonia because you've never actually had an inventory storage. Continuing on, keys would be K. If I had keys, it would tell me which keys I have.
Secrets 0 of
Now,
3.
If I press
0 of
4 on the number pad,
29.
we get this.
Items 0 of 38.
So it tells me basically my level stats, how many items I've picked up, how many monsters I've killed, out of how many, and what I did as far as items pick up. If I hit 6, and let me move for a second here. I don't know what this does. It gives you some sort of a audible buzz. It may be for like audible perception tracking. I'm not sure. I've not worked with this tool. I will play around with it in one of my playthroughs. Now, if I hit 5 on the number pad, which would enable me or mark me as a cheater, it enables God mode.
God mode
So
activated. God mode deactivated.
If I hit 7, it gives me full weapons, ammos, and all the keys that would be available in the game, which eliminates the need to go item hunting. But if you're looking to do a proper completion of the game, it also circumvents, the exploration part of it. You can just try to get to like the key travel points. But if I do that,
All weapons, ammo, keys, and armor.
gives me everything. So now I've got full armor or full ammo, and
Pistol
that should
400 bullets.
Now I have 400 bullets instead of 50. Got 1,
Chainsaw.
got chainsaw.
Fist.
I've got my fists. 2 is my
Pistol.
pistol.
Super shotgun.
3, super shotgun
Shotgun.
or shotgun. So even though I'm playing Doom 1, they added the double barrel shotgun if you use the cheat code.
Chain gun.
4, got my chain gun.
Rocket
5,
launcher.
got the rocket launcher.
Plasma
6,
gun.
plasma rifle.
BFG
7
9000.
is the BFG 9000. And so you have all of these different weapons to choose from if you do that without having to actually hunt for them. And then if I were to hit 9, it would immediately end the level and take me into the next level.
Super shotgun.
So we're going to go ahead and
Shotgun.
just go regular shotgun. And just for the sake of showing you how some of this works, one of the other functions I'm going to show you are some of the quick functions that you'll need to know for saving and loading. F2
Save game.
saves your game.
Load game.
F3 is your load menu. Use the arrows to select your slot, press enter, and it will give you instructions to type in the name of the level when you want to save it. Press enter again, and it saves the game. And when you want to load it, you hit the F3, just arrow down to the level or the save you want, press enter, and it loads that save. Now, here's the part where the accessibility comes in. A couple of things of importance. Audible tones. So you're going to get different tones that let you know different things that are happening within the game. So if I'm running into a wall, you hear that tone. That means that I am hitting something. I'm colliding with an object that is obstructing my mobility. If you have a surround sound or surround sound headphones, that sound would be behind you. So it gives you an idea of, I'm walking into something, I'm trying to go backwards, and there's something behind me in the way. That tone you hear, that high-pitched, timed beep, tells me that I am targeting something that is destructible. In the case of Doom, those are the radioactive barrels. If you are too close to the barrel when you blow it up, you're dead. If enemies are near it, they're dead, for those who've never played Doom before. Now, we need to go ahead and traverse the map, and maybe we'll encounter some enemies, which I know we will because I'm playing it on ultra violence, which is almost a hardest setting. Not quite, but almost. So I'm going to press a key they added in called the marker key. So I'm going to press M.
Marker menu.
This opens up the marker menu.
Add marker.
I can add a marker.
Remove
marker.
Remove nearest marker.
I can remove the nearest marker to me.
Exploration.
Then we have exploration
Path
and
experimental.
Pathfinder. So Pathfinder and exploration are both experimental. So there are some things that it doesn't track very well, and sometimes you can't even track it at all. I ran into an issue in the 3rd level of Doom 1 Episode 1 after getting the blue key, where I had a difficult time navigating myself back to the main area of the map to either go for the military base secret or to just continue the level through the blue and yellow doors to proceed to the end of the level and continue on. And so that became a bit of a headache. It actually got to where I required some sighted assistance because there's a pit that you can fall in that when you fall into it, you can't get out of it and you're dead. So that's something to be very, very aware of. Now, with that being said, what we can do here is we're going to go into the exploration mode.
Exploration. Note, this is experimental.
And again, it tells you it's experimental, but we can check to see what navigation options are available to us.
Stop Pathfinder.
So I can stop the Pathfinder if I had it running, but I don't. So let's see what we've got here.
Unexplored. North. 1,245.
So, a distance of 1,245, there's something that I have not explored that's to the north that's of interest.
Unexplored. Northwest. 837.
837 to the northwest is another thing of interest that's much closer.
Stop Pathfinder.
And then that's it. Those are my only two options for right now. Those options change as you progress through the level, so it's something to keep in mind. If it's something that you've come across that you didn't interact with or not, it would say not interacted and then give you the distance so that you can go back to it. Also, if you think it's something that's important, you can place a marker by it to give you another method of quick navigation. So, what we're going to do is we're going to select this one here.
Northwest. 830. Dismiss. Path found.
So now, path is found, and you hear that beeping. So now that beeping tells me that there are different objects that I can move to or waypoints, similar to like in some of my videos of World of Warcraft with the waypoint navigation. So I would turn towards the direction of the sound that I'm hearing, which is slightly to my left and a little bit behind me, so I'm going to turn left. And I'm going to try to get that into my center audio. For me, because I've got a 5.1, so there we go. Then I move forward.
Message Copilot.
Oop.
Hanger, the ultimate view.
I hit a button. I need to do that.
Fast switching. Copilot. Hanger, the ultimate view. Fast Copilot. Hanger,
Copilot needs to go away. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to go ahead and move to that sound. And now I'm getting tagged. So that sound means I'm pointing at an enemy that's trying to kill me. Beep, beep, beep. That's the sound of the enemy. That lets me know that I've had him targeted. There we go. Now he's gone.
Destination reached.
Nope. I found a friend. There we go. So now we've taken
Health
all of
bonus.
them out. Now, you hear some additional sounds. Right? So these extra sounds here, that clicking noise, it's ammo. Now, this tone you hear means that ammo type that I'm trying to pick up is full, which is regular bullets. So if I were to fire this,
Super shotgun.
I can
Chain gun. Pistol. Health bonus.
bonus that was behind me.
Chain gun. Armor bonus.
Bonus. There's some other objects around as well. Now, I don't have the best eyesight, like I said. I'm 95% blind. I can only see light and color. Now, I know that somewhere around here is a set of stairs that takes you up to a green armor. I have found it by accident a couple of times, but something that's important to note, you cannot set navigation points to items such as the armor vests or health packs or soul spheres later on in the game, which really is kind of discouraging, because if I wanted to track down something specific, I really can't. And so you kind of have to hope that you just find it by accident. So that is something to be aware of when you're trying to perform traversal in the game. So now, if I wanted to go ahead and proceed on with the level, I can just go to my marker,
Exploration.
go to my exploration,
Stop Pathfinder.
stop Pathfinder, because I had it still running. Now we go back in.
Marker menu. Pathfinder.
Back to
Exploration.
my exploration.
Stop. Path non-interacted. Northeast. Interacted. Northeast. 1,135.
We're going to go ahead and grab that. Northeast. Okay.
Path foul.
So we're going to follow the path. Just like this.
Destination.
And now we've come to a door. Now that we're at the door is beeping. That indicates to me that that is something that I can open up and access whatever's on the other side. So I'm going to hit the space bar to open up the door. And we're getting attacked.
Super shotgun.
Alright, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to go towards this blue area that I see here.
Armor bonus.
Armor bonus. If I listen.
Armor
Right,
bonus.
so grab
Armor
that,
bonus.
that. I'm not worried about the ammo because I've got tons of it because of the cheat code that
Armor
I
bonus.
activated earlier. And so now,
Marker
let's set more navigation points.
Stop pathfinder. Unexplored. Southeast. 1,243. Non-interacted. Southwest. 565. Non-interacted. Southwest. 1,939.
Far. Alright, let's see which way I'm facing.
East.
I'm facing east. So,
Marker menu.
okay, that helps.
Stop.
I can then pick what I want to go.
Non-interacted. Non-interacted. Southwest.
West.
Stop pathfinder. Unexplored. Non-interacted. Southwest. Non-interacted. Southeast. 1,000.
We'll take that.
Menu dismissed.
Southeast,
Yeah,
not
foul.
interacted. So let's grab our markers. And we'll start moving on. I hear it beeping, but it's not picking up. So what I'm going to do is try to locate the sound. We've got friends. Take him out. Take the shotgun. Now, oh, I'm being shot from this way. Alright, we'll go that way. More bad guys. Facing some of the enemies.
Shotgun. Super shotgun.
Take that guy out. And this gives you an idea on how Doom for the Blind works. Oh, and I'm dead. But that's okay, because I'm not totally worried about it. This was just to show you guys how the game works. So, I'm going to go ahead and continue throughout a series on showing how to play this game blind, and I'm going to try to complete this game on ultraviolence setting without eyesight. We're going to do it one stage at a time. We'll break it up into segments because some levels might take me a while for navigation purposes. Some levels I know better than others, just because I haven't really played this game in about 15 years. Maybe longer, since I lost my vision. And so we're going to just try to have fun with it, and I hope that you guys hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, and join me for the journey as we traverse the plains of hell, while we traverse the game Doom, and try to take down the various demons. In this one in particular, the Spider Mastermind, which would be the last boss of Inferno, and then if it's compatible enough, we'll try Thy Flesh Consumed episode, which I think the last boss in there also is the Spider Mastermind. And then we'll move on to Doom 2 and see how we do going through these games without eyesight and see how well we can manage. I do have some suggestions for the devs to help with making traversal a little bit easier, I think, and then also to make it to where the enemies are more of our challenge rather than just getting around. I got some thoughts that we might be able to pull from World of Warcraft mod SKU. I do want to thank a couple of people for telling me about this, in particular Terry Pie and JMO from Visually Prepared Gaming, who I play World of Warcraft with. So I thank you guys much for pointing me in the direction of this add-on. This is going to be a fun one to go through start to finish. And with that, y'all take care, have a good one, and peace out.